Well, hi guys, it's George from Cyprus Insight. We are back in my friend's workshop, and one of the cat charities reached out to me and asked me if I could make some cat pods for the cats to sleep in. And she suggested that we use these barrels. Initially for chlorine, so they have to be cleaned out properly, and they will be lying down like that. Oops. There we go, like that, and the cats can go in there, and there'll be some cushions or some bedding in there for the cats, but we need a shelving unit for it, you see, to put them in. Can't just leave them on the floor. So I've designed this. Not quite finished yet. There's 3 of them. Let me put them down and show you. There it is. It's about 10 to 15 centimeters off the floor. And then what you do, you get the pods or the barrels. Oops, there we are. And you just slide them in like so. There, you see, so that one holds 5. They all hold 5, and I've got that one on the workbench at the moment to do, and once I've finished that, I'm going to show you the next process. I've picked up a load of these barrels from the swimming pool people who go around cleaning swimming pools, and they've got hundreds of them. They're completely free of charge, so the barrels are free of charge, and the actual materials are very, very cheap. Right, I'm going to get on with some welding, then I'll pick up the camera again once I've finished a couple bits, and I'll show you the next process. Right, so there's the unit on the workbench. You can see where the pods go in. So there's 5 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in between the pods, in the middle at the bottom, I've put a metal bar here so you can slide the pod in and it doesn't fall out before it reaches the back. So there's the bars, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're in between, as I said, the squares. Now on the top, I don't have to put so many. I'm going to put 1 in the middle, perhaps I'll put 1 here and 1 over there, just 2. To hold it steady, to hold the lid steady. On one of them, I think it's the one down on the floor, I put a load, 5 of them, and it really doesn't need it, just adds extra weight. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to get the grinder out and smooth over some of these joints. I'll spray the joints so they don't go rusty, and then once I've done that, I'm going to show you the next stage. There we are, guys. There's the shelving unit, or the stand, whatever you want to call it really. 5 pods going to go inside. Let me just put these things down. There we are, that's better. So you can see I've sprayed where I've welded so it don't rust, and we need to put a top oven on it. Now, before we go any further, let me show you the galvanised steel that I bought. Very, very cheap, from Fenneros. That was around €10 for 6 meters. So very, very reasonable. I think that took 2 lengths, about 12 meters. And in the same place, George up Fenneros, he's a fabricator as well. him and his brothers always go there. And he's made me up these white sheets of thin metal. And they're relatively cheap, quite heavy one. I chose the 1mm one, and he's bent either side on the machines to make it really sturdy. And that's the lid. There we are. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take this plastic, the protective plastic off, and then I've bought some special screws here. There we are. These ones here. And they go straight into the galvanised steel. There we are. So there's a load of those. I've also bought a new bit for the drill, just in case. So that's going to go on top. The lid's going to go on top. Now let me show you the sides as well. Come round here. I already cut them. I cut them yesterday. It's like Blue Peter, isn't it? Yes, I prepared this one earlier. So there we are. They're already cut. They've been bent by George at the fabricator. Same material, 1mm thick. And they're going to go on the side. Let's just do that for you. There you go. See, they're going to go on the side there. I'll take the plastic off. There we are. So one on the top and two sides, and that will protect the pods from the heat. Well, there we are, guys. We've got the sides, 4 screws on the side. That holds that side panel. That's the roof. Keep the pods away from the sunshine and the rain, but it doesn't matter about the rain really that much because they're waterproof. But anyway, so that makes them sunshine proof. We've got the sides done. So I think we've got one pod down. I've got 2 more to go. What I'm going to do, I'll put them down over there somewhere so they're out of the way. And then once I've done the panelling, I'll go and get the barrels and put them in and see what it looks like. Now I've just started this one. I'm going to put this side on in a minute. I'll show you these screws that I've got. These can be a bit of a nightmare, these screws. They're supposed to drill themselves into the metal and go straight in. Well, they do, but by the time you've done that, you hurt your hand putting them in. So I've bought a load of drill bits. There, I've got 3 of these drill bits ready, and I bought them at the same time as the screws. Lucky I did actually, because it's a lot easier to pilot hole and then put the screws in. And these self-drilling screws don't always work, so don't trust them. Get yourself some pilot drill bits and it makes life a lot easier. So I'm going to continue with number 2. There's number 1 down there. I'm going to put number 2 on top of number 1, pile them all up. Right, let's continue on. We've only got long to go, and luckily I've got my pilot holes now, so it should be really easy to do. Oh, it's a lot easier putting a pilot hole in and then putting the bolts or screws in, guys. Oh, self-drilling screws. What a load of rubbish. Be aware. There we are, there's a packet there. I've got more drill bits if I need. There you go. There's the drilling bit on the front, on the tip. Can you see that? It's like a drill bit, and it's supposed to drill itself in. Not too sure about that. Anyway, continuing on. This is our last one, and I forgot to put some bars at the top to support the roof. I've got 2 on the side, of course. I'll put 2 in the middle. Have I got enough? Oh yes, I've got some on my little workbench over there. So let's get the welder back on. Let's get those 2 bars for the roof, to support the roof. And get the roof on, I suppose, and the sides. There we are. Quite pleased with that at the moment. Oh, let's see what they're going to turn out like, hey? You could actually stack them up, couldn't you? But how the cat's going to jump in there? No, it's not a good idea. They're made for the floor, or just above the floor, so you can all go inside there, well sheltered. Whoosh, that's that done. Wow. So it's getting hot here in Cyprus, so it's hard work. Should have put the fans on, never mind. There we are, so that's the third one done. I'm not going to put that one on top of the others. I think they're just too heavy. I don't want to stack them up and then they collapse. So that's fine, I'm not going to do that because the legs are quite close to the edge, aren't they? And I've got the massive task to get all the barrels from round the side, round the yard and bring them in. Do you know what, guys? I'm thinking to take the car round. Oh, the car's round there, isn't it? I'll show you. It's looking a bit of a mess at the moment. Ooh. Here we are. This is the spray shop. There we go. So this is the spray shop. It's an old abandoned house just over there. I say abandoned, actually it's been sold, and this whole plot has been sold for redevelopment. So I'll come round here and I'll show you the barrels. I did pick them up the other day from the swimming pool people. There they are, all piled up in the long grass, and I've got my car here. If I throw them in the car, I can just drive round to the front of the workshop and then they can go straight in. That'd be a lot easier. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Well, that was a lot easier, guys. I just threw the barrels in the back of the car, reversed it up to the doors, straight into the workshop. I did notice, by the way, oh, clunk, clunk, that a few of the barrels were a little bit bigger than others. And I did do the gap quite tight. Kind of got away with it, actually. Look, that one, quite easy. But if we go to this one here, it's a little bit more difficult. But they can be taken out. Which one should I take out? I'll take this one out, look. There we are. Just slide it out, ooh, like that. Wash it, clean it. Of course, they're going to do that before we even start. Get all the chemicals out of it, give it a good clean. And then all you've got to do is just slide it back. We'll have some spare ones, just in case. There we are. You can get these for nothing, as I say. And then their bedding can go in there. Well protected. Super comfortable. There's 5 along here. Of course, we're going to take the lids off. We can discard those. We don't need the lids. A bit grubby, aren't they? There, that's got the lid on it. Yeah, just take them off like that. We could do that later, can't we, guys? There they are. There we go. And there's the other lot. Yeah. And they're quite high up off the floor. I think a good 15 centimetres, maybe 20. And they can jump in there. Well protective. It's got this plastic film on the metal. Quite sturdy, actually. Very, very sturdy, and they're quite heavy. That's a good thing as well. And as I said before, quite a few of these barrels are a little bit, look, hard to put in, which is good. So there we are, guys. They're quite sturdy, as you can see, look. There we are. Same as the ones down on the bottom. So we've got 15 sleeping pods for the stray cats. They'll be going out soon. And we have got something else to do as well, and I'll show you that. I'll just go around the corner and show you that. I'm going to do that tomorrow with a little bit of help from Wistow. It's their workshop, by the way, and they kindly let me use their workshop and all their welding equipment, cutting equipment. Everything's here, guys. That's very, very kind of them. So a big thank you to Wistow and Bunnyco. So I'm going to leave these here to tomorrow, and then I'll show you, start again. I'll leave these here and I'll show you the next project. There they are. 6 stainless steel troughs. 1.5mm stainless steel, lovely stainless steel. They're not too heavy, they're 1 metre long. And let's go in the workshop. Oh, by the way, that's the new van. Well, that's just come from the UK. Yep, just bought that from the UK. We're just waiting for it to go in for service. It's done its MOT, it's been registered. Me and Bunny Cos picked it up from Limassol Harbour about 2 or 3 weeks ago now. So it's going in for service a good once over before it starts work. Right, I'll show you what I've got to do with the stainless steel troughs. If I put it here on top of the workbench, there. As you can see, we've got 5 centimetres going down and approximately 8 or 9 centimetres across. But I'm a little bit worried that the cats might not be able to put their mouth right down to the bottom of the trough. It might be too narrow. It looks okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a piece of metal from over there. I'll find one on the rack, a little bit wider, preferably round, than the actual trough. Right, let's have a look at all the bits and pieces. So I've done a little experiment. I've put a round tube in here, only a small one, a bit bigger than that one. Put it in there, you see, like that. Squashed it down and it opens it up a little bit. You see now the angle is not 90 degrees there, it's opened it up. Well guys, what do you think? I think it's a successful project. I hope they're going to like it. I was in a bit of a kerfuffle and forgot to do the end of the video, so there's one of my cats. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if there's somewhere you'd like me to go, put it in the comments below.